Hello all. How goes it? Hello slimes. Hello whiskers. Yes, I do only have the one rule of essentially just don't be a dick. I thought I'd better at least have one, because having no rules is a bad idea. But you know, I don't want to overcomplicate it by having 20 rules. Because, you know, it's meant to be just have a sit down and then just enjoy yourself. You know, pull up a stool, grab a nail, and have a sit down. Just have a chat about whatever you're thinking about, really. Hello, Ink. How goes it? You don't need rules, you need a book of grudges. I already have some grudges, but I'd rather not. Wait, do tell me if the background music is a bit too loud. I can turn that down as easy as anything. And as you can all guess, I have fully implemented my plan to become a nice, humble fantasy tavern, where a lowly adventurer can come and just have a chat with the local innkeep. I do have somewhat of a topic for today. Is the whole thing going on with the Harry Potter, like the Harry Potter game, Real Tavern Hours. That is what I was going for. Okay, I'm not sure why it's telling me I've got skip frames 62% over the last 2 minutes. You were fine yesterday, why are you broken now? What have I done? What have I changed? But anyway. Potter. Potter. What the fuck is Potter? That is a bit of a topic. That's a bit of a topic. It's because, one, I actually don't really know anything about the game itself. I've not really watched anything on it. And I've not... Harry Potter. Oh god damn it. I feel like you've... Like, Harry Potter. You know, like you got to be like a Yorkshire to be able to do that properly. But yes, it's... The game itself seems just like a game. As far as I'm aware, as I said, I haven't seen anything on it. But yet everyone is just losing their shit about, like, seemingly everything. Which is kind of bothering me a little bit. Because why? What's the point? What's the point of it all? Something about, like, J.K. Rowling saying some things that people don't like. Because if that's all it takes to get everything you've ever done cancelled regardless of your input, then I'm screwed. Well, that's what I mean, is like, if it's mostly about Rowling, whatever how you even pronounce her name, if it's just about what she said, I feel like that's kind of wrong, because there is such a concept of separating Yes, Ninopolis. The game's perfectly fine. It's grandstanding-y politics wankery. But yes, this is exactly the kind of thing I'm on about. The concept I was on about was separating the art from the artist. And the art itself can be absolutely fine. Like, you can enjoy those books regardless of if Rowling herself is a complete bitch. Doesn't matter. I mean, most of the drama had to do with a Rowling turf, and then also people becoming more aware of racist and anti-Semitic facets to her work. I don't know. I'm not sure about the turf one. I'm not sure what that is. Again, I'm showing my age slightly. Either that or just showing the fact that I have just no idea what things are. But racist and anti-Semitic facets to her work. You can have these types of subjects in your work. It doesn't matter. As long as it isn't, like, overly put against one thing or the other, you can actually talk about these things without it actually becoming a problem. The artist's question had no influence on the development of the game. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Is like, she had nothing to do with it. They just got the license from her, and then that was literally at the start of development, and then they done. She has nothing to do with it after that. I will note my disinterest in Harry Potter, public figures and drama has meant I have learned most of this through osmosis and proceeded to just move on since it's just not important. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Like, I do take a similar stand to that in the sense that I tend to just stay away from these things that I couldn't give a shit about. There is something to be said of separate the art from the artist, but I will admit I know very little about what Rowling said and Harry Potter in general. That is a fair stance to have, Whiskers. I don't really care about Harry Potter that much. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because the game's coming out recently. Like, it's coming out soon. And the controversy just seems to be getting bigger. And so I thought I'd just, chat about it since it's topical. The TERF stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. That is a whole ass sentence right there. I might have to have a moment to, like, absorb what that even fucking means. Because that just seems like a... That just seems like something oddly complicated, but also just simple in the sense of that it's just seems obviously exclusionary. A lot of drama happens. Unless there's something I can do about it, like donate to charity or boost a petition. That actually has a chance of a reflect. I just skimmed it up. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But this is the kind of stuff I'm on about. Is that these people are like campaigning to get this game taken down that's got nothing to do with a person they don't like. But when they could actually just be putting their efforts towards, actually doing stuff like supporting things, donating to charities, boosting petitions, as our own Ink has said. It just seems like a waste of effort. Yes, Slimes. The people do want to put the game down. They seem to be like obsessed for some reason with saying that the game is is horrible because the person who is like tangentially related to it is also horrible. And so they've been attacking people, like they've been attacking streams and videos of people playing the game. So this is what I mean about people campaigning against the game. Honestly, I'd warrant a lot of research before I can have an actual opinion on the topic, since I don't actually know much. Are you referring to this topic, or are you referring to the turf thing? Because I don't have any opinion on the turf thing, because I don't really know the turf thing personally. Also, it does seem like Streamlabs keeps warning me that my frames keep skipping. Is there any sort of stuttering or things on your end? If so, I can do something to help with that. The Harry Potter debacle. Well, I don't really know much about it myself. As I said, I've not like played the game. I'm not going to play the game. I don't really care. It's not my kind of cup of tea. And I haven't read the books. I watched the movies though, a while ago. But as I said, I don't really know much about the subject. But I'm talking about it in a I'm talking about it in a somewhat sort of away from it kind of point of view. I'm trying to stay away from picking a side. I'm trying to talk about it objectively rather than objectively. Turfs are dicks, so they break the only rule of this chat. That is true. If a turf does roll into the chat, our own Albert Whiskers will snipe them from afar. Let's see. Well, in that case, she was pretty vile, but yeah, I had nothing to do with the development. However, I will note I can see how people think to destroy her legacy is a good punishment. Yeah, but the problem is that it's become so large that it's kind of come away from her at a point. Like it's yes, it's hers, but it's also everyone else's at the same time. It's almost become what's the term for that? There's a term for it. Public domain. It's almost become public domain at this point. Additionally, however, it is effective for the change, and one can still take her work and enjoy it. Mindful. Yep, I do agree. Well, thank you, Whiskers. You're doing the Lord's work. No turfs on this turf. Fair enough. I couldn't fit it all in one message. That is fair. I think my computer's decided that it's wanting to calm down. As I said, if I am having any stuttering problems, any dropped frames or anything on your end, do give us a shout. But yes, to move on to a more sort of upwards thing. What has everyone in here watched the movies? Because I could talk about the movies. Go hee ho. Go the character limit. Go brrr. Well, I think the character limit is for a reason. Because if you didn't have it, it would just become a problem. I need to send 3,000 word essays. No, that would mean I would have to read that. Hello, Panda. Ooh, that's a thought. Well, since everyone else in here is actually already supporting the Panda channel, to anyone who's watching this video afterwards or joins in, please go support my good friend Panda McDarla. Go support the channel, send some subscriptions, some likes, watch all the content. You know, she's earned it. You know what, Whiskers, could you put a link to Panda's channel in the chat? Give you something to do. Yes, I have been noticing that on my end. It keeps warning me about... Oh, fuck. I did ask you about this. Alright. Alright, we've dropped down to no music hours. That might help. As I said, I'm not sure what's going on because it was fine yesterday. It seemed to be absolutely fine yesterday. I'm not 100% sure why it's doing it today. Do give us a shout if it seems to be fixing. Like, it seems to be fixed. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Because as I said, I'm not sure why it's doing it now. Seems a bit odd. I think it might have been, the music might have been a bit much. Just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. But I was playing the music yesterday, so I'm not sure why it was doing that. You know, this is meant to be the first real stream. Like, apart from the test stream bollocks. This is meant to be the... How has my internet been? You could download the music and play it in the background instead of loading it from YouTube since each user's internet. That's fair. That's fair. I was thinking about doing that, but I didn't have time. Seems better than before. It has stopped telling me. I've only got the one program, Streamlabs. I had the browser open with the YouTube, but I will take Panda's advice on this and download the music and play it in the background instead of booting up YouTube for it. But as I said, I'll do that for next time. Music quality to 144p. I'm actually kind of annoyed now that it started fucking up because, as I said, we had such a good stream yesterday, where there was only a small amount of frames dropping at the start, and then it was free and clear the whole time. Oh yes, Panda, you missed the small chat we were having about. Well, I hope we were having since the stream kept stopping and starting. About the Harry Potter debacle. We were having a. Could set your video quality to low on Twitch. Well, I'm not on Twitch. I'm on YouTube, but I can look into that. Like I can look into making that. I could try and just strip back as much as possible on the setup. Like, for example, the chat box might not be helping. To be honest, I'm not even sure 100% sure why I have it in the first place. Oh, this is just become a chat about various stuff you guys have got going on. You've just taken over my stream. Damn you, you bastards! You stole my stream. Give it back. But yes, definitely for. Oh yes, it's definitely lower down. It's saying that referring. Oh no, not you, Jake. Referring to others, owls, OBS. No, that's what I mean. Is that you've just taken over my stream. You're just talking about your own shit now. But let's see. What qualities you watch on? I think about. I don't know if Twitch has that. This has just become kind of derailed the whole thing. Slimes. I didn't follow the news on the new Harry Potter game. As I said, I didn't really do it myself personally. I've not really been following it. It's more like what Ink has said, where I've just sort of been absorbing it via osmosis. And so as a result, I know not that much about it, but I know the basics. Oops, sorry, Jake. I'll talk about it later. Back to Jake. You've derailed the whole thing. I'm stripping you of mod status. I'm banning you from your channel. You bastard. I'm kidding, Whiskers. I'm kidding. You're alright. I was just mucking about. Oh, Panda. This is a quick question because you haven't appeared since the first time where you said I was having some audio issues. How is the audio now? Other than the skip frames nonsense. I only know that it's about Harry Potter. Well, that's close enough. At least you've got it, somewhat on the money on that one. You've been keeping up. Have you been keeping up with the Harry Potter thing, or you've been keeping up with the conversation? I do require some sort of acknowledgement on what you specifically mean. But yes, there was a point I was making earlier. I was trying to talk about is that I was saying that which of the film the audio sounds good. Thank you, Panda. I've made it sort of a thing of sitting basically right in front of the microphone. I'm just deep throating the mic, and so my smooth buttery voice is coming through clear. But yes, I was asking which of the Harry Potter films is people's favourites. Which one do you? The Harry Potter thing. Yeah, as I said, I've not really been keeping up with it. It's less of a Harry Potter thing, more of a. I understand that. Well, me and you, Panda, were talking about this earlier. We were about this sort of the whole nonsense of it. From what I understand, Panda is right. Well, people keep throwing out accusations, but they're reluctant to provide proof. I don't understand. Well, yes, the accusations. This is how things have been going these days. Is that accusations, regardless of if they're baseless, full of, conjecture, they often destroy your reputation regardless of if they're true. I should mention something from art class. Caravaggio was an artist that slept with married women. He ultimately murdered a guy married to someone he was cheating with, but people still enjoy his art. That's fair, because if he did good art, it doesn't matter what kind of person he was. JK said this, JK said that, but I haven't seen any solid evidence from anyone saying this. That's what I mean. It's all a lot of hearsay. A lot of they said this, they said that, but there's no actual solid evidence. My mum is obsessed with Harry Potter, but I was never into it, so I don't have a favourite. That's fair enough. That's a fair opinion to have. Slime's favourite is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. That is a solid choice. I'm not a personal fan of Goblet of Fire. I'm more of a Prisoner of Azkaban kind of man. That's my personal favourite when it comes to the movies, at the very least. I think it's got a very somewhat interesting story. Not my brand of fantasy. I was more into the Warrior Cats kid. More of a Warrior Cats kid. I'm not sure what Warrior Cats is. It might be something I've not come across. I'm aware of her views, but I think people are twisting that what she's saying to fit their agenda or because they personally dislike her. But that is what happens. Is that regardless of a person's actual views, people can twist almost anything they say into something bad. Like, for example, if someone didn't like me, they could twist almost anything I've said over the past 30 minutes into however they want, like whatever they want. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're actually my views or not. Isn't Warrior Cat the book about cats fighting? That's okay. Honestly, my favourite is probably Goblet of Fire as well, but granted, it's been almost a decade. That's fair. You did say that it has been a while since you have watched the movies. It's been a while since I've watched them. Let's see. Yeah. Warrior Cats is a series about feral cats and their own tribal politics and religion, and yes, war. I just need more evidence and hard proof before I go slapping her on some chopping block. That is a fair opinion to have. I will give you that, Panda. I will not, put you on a chopping block for having such an opinion. I generally don't immediately jump to conclusions when with these kind of things. I go, regardless of my own feelings towards someone, if the claims and the accusations are baseless, I will call them out as such. God of Slimes, wag. I go, heck, you can take that first half of my second message comment and just make me sound like I want to ban works made by controversial figures. So yes, it is possible and kind of frequent. But that's what I'm on about. You can twist almost anything anyone says into something bad. Like, for example, I could twist what Slimes just said about wag. I could twist that into them supporting, Russia in the Russia-Ukrainian conflict. I could twist that from just one word. I'm not going to, because that's not cool. But this is what I'm on about. You can twist almost anything into anything you want if you know what you're doing. It's just what happened to people? What happened to us? It's not best to believe everything you read on, especially online. You should dig around and find proof. People will make up shit for their own benefit all the time. Exactly. This is why I don't believe anything that you guys are telling me. And I'm just naturally suspicious of you fuckers, because you could be gaslighting me this whole time. Are you even real? You just bots. When talking to bots this whole time. Yeah, that true, Pan. Well, as I said, that is true. It is a very basic thing that you should have tucked away as a skill set, is just being naturally skeptical. Skeptical? Whatever. That and having a certain amount of, I'd say, thick skin when it comes to being online. Because everyone will throw, baseless nonsense accusations at you for just absolutely no reason. I go, yes, I'm a wizard, prove me wrong. Oh, god damn it, you've challenged me now, I'm gonna have to make some shit up. Go beep boop, I am bot. Bots can't be mods though. I have to delete him. I have to ban him. He's admitted to it. He's given himself away as a replicant human. I don't know why the little chat box seems to be updating faster than my little live chat. Nothing changed fundamentally about people. The environment changed and allowed a lot of unsavory behaviours already had spread further, do more damage, and become hyper to fit. Oh fuck! I'm not even going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to. Hypertophied. Oh fucking hell! This is making me look like an idiot now. We cavemen using Clark. Clarked. What the fuck are you on about, Ink? Are you fucking pissed? Am I gonna have to send you home? You've had too many ales. How many meads you had, Ink? How many meads have people been serving you? The one thing people quote from JK is her saying that trans women are a threat to biological women in regards to a UK bill. I interpret her as being concerned for women's safety in public places. I'm not going to say too much on this because, again, I'd rather not get into hot water, and I'd rather not push anyone away. Is that it is a case of that there does have to be a certain amount of protection levied towards biological women. I'm not to take any rights away from trans folk, but there does have to be a certain amount of thing levied towards biological women. I was just typing that out, Ink, and yes, it is really that. We aren't developed for rapid information sharing, or at least on this scale. We're designed for small camp structures. Yes, the bill biology brain, Clark Tech. God, just fucking biology brain hypertrophy. There we go. Hypertrophied. Yes, I know that word. The other word didn't make any sense. Your damn typos. Your typos having typos. And Clark Tech is a technology that's indistinguishable from magic. Sometimes I forget how esoteric my vocab is to be. TB. This is just showing my age a little bit. I'm too old. I'm too old for this shit. Biogrammar. It's such a difficult thing to discuss. I do agree, Panda. It's not the kind of thing that you can just you can just throw out there, throw your opinions out there, because people do get very worked up about these kind of things, regardless of which side you're on in the argument, the discussion, the whatever. People do get very worked up about these kind of things. Did I misspell hypertrophied? Yes. That's why I was like hypertrophied. Like, what the hell is hypertrophied? I thought you meant hypertrophy, but I was like, but that's not what she spelled. She used some sort of magic word that I've never heard of. And also you've typoed, you've just put, God damn it. God damn it. Alright, Ink. You know, Whiskers is the bouncer. You know, if you keep this up, we're going to start thinking that you're pissed. Correction, Panda, difficult to discuss if you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Also, it's pretty complex. Usually. It is... If you don't care, you could talk about this easy as pie. Which, personally, it doesn't really affect me as much as you'd think. And so, as a result, I don't really have any sort of strong feelings on the subject. And so I could just talk about this completely objectively. With, not sparing anyone's feelings. But I'd rather not do that, because you're all my friends, you're all my homies. I'd rather not hurt anyone's I'd rather not hurt anyone's feelings intentionally or otherwise. I see both sides and I understand both sides. That is a fair opinion to have. But one word can piss off one side. Yes, that is true. But that is true with almost every sort of touchy subject, is that you say the wrong word and suddenly everything just goes into the shit. You know, I came on here with the intention of talking about a video game, and now we're talking about the rights of trans people versus the rights of the biological women. It just seems a bit odd. It was just sort of gone there. Let's see. Let's not hurt anyone's. That's what I mean. That's where I'm going. I'd rather not hurt anyone. Yeah, both sides need to calm the heck down so people can discuss things rationally. Well, that's the problem. Is people aren't rational. A person is rational. I could talk with this about any one of yous. I could talk to you about this, and we could have a rational, thought-provoking conversation. But if I got like 100 people and tried to do the same thing, it would turn into chaos, because they would all start, going into tribe mentality. I got tired of goddammit phrase burned into the vocab by growing up surrounded by Americans and Christians, and decided I would make something silly that was easy replacement. Yeah, at this point I just shorten it to damn it, because I don't like the association. I want to be superficially congruent with myself and OCD'd a new phrase. That's fair enough. Trans people should have rights as anyone else. Of course they should. I don't know why that needs to be said. I don't know why. This is one of those things of like, why do we need to explain that to people? Why is that something that I have to explain to people? That everybody deserves rights, regardless. Now, of course, there are certain things that might take you away from that. For example, you become a criminale. But everyone deserves a certain amount of rights. And I feel like taking away those rights in of itself is almost treasonous. Yeah, for me, I'm not religious, and though I suppose religious peeps may also Appreciate that he's not rude. The herd mentality is an issue throughout our history, like the Salem witch trials. Yes, the Salem witch trials was just a whole ass thing. The blurry part comes when people start faking being trans for predatory and dangerous intentions, like recording bathroom stalls and assault. Yes, yes, that is a thing, and that's what I was on about. About, you know, as soon as you start doing, you know, criminale stuff, you lose your rights because you clearly shat on them. Also, big mood, Panda. Yeah, Panda, you're bringing down my whole stream. What are you doing, Panda? You're destroying my whole stream. I'm kidding. We're having a nice, calm, rational discussion. Wait, yes, it is assumed they can do whatever they want. Is it hurting me? Nope. Okay, carry on. That is the exact position I take on these types of subjects. Is that, does this affect me? No? Alright, go on then. Are you hurting people? Are you doing stuff? You doing any stuff that's not okay? All right, go for it. I don't care. Like, what's the point of me getting all worked up about whether or not you're gay or you're trans, you're a man, you're a woman, you're this, that, you're that. Like, it doesn't you know, whatever race you are, it doesn't matter. Don't, as I said, don't. I'm not. I was goofing, Panda. I was goofing. As I said, we're having a nice, informed, rational discussion about the. What was that quote? A person who's capable of rational thinking. People are judgmental, dumb, and yeah. I'll hind it to Nino. Yes. Yes. This is my good friend Dinopolis. We've we're good friends outside of the Panda Chord. And also we publicly flirt on other people's streams for fun. Just outed that entire sort of bit. Just stop hating each other. You found the Men in Black version. Just stop hating each other. That's the problem. Is it sounds so simple. Just stop being a dick. That's why the chat rules. That's why the rules of the chat is just don't be a dick. That's it. That it. But it isn't as simple as that, because as the Men in Black version, a person is smart, people are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. Is that people want things. They want their own sort of things. Anyone knows by heart the quote for Kraken summoning? What are you referring to? Like what specifically are you referring to? Because I would actually like to know if, which sort of Kraken speech are you on about? Slightly curious now. Also, I will say that the entire stream has calmed down entirely now. I stopped playing the music, which that slightly annoys me now. The music was a big part of it. Alas, people fear change and react to potentially being wrong as though it was a physical threat. Yes, this is the problem, is that I was thinking Pirates of the Caribbean myself. This is the problem: is that a lot of people equate um, emotional pain with physical pain these days. So if you hurt someone's feelings, it's almost as if you've just walked up and stabbed them. It's it seems a bit odd. Well, the Pirates of the Caribbean quote. I should read the whole thing. Let no joyful voice be heard. No, let no man look to the sky with hope in his eyes. And let this day be forever cursed by we who wait ready to wake. The Kraken! Is that one? Is that the Pirates Caribbean one? Or are you referring to the one from the Clash of the Titans? Was there a speech for that? I know there's the line of like, release the Kraken, that kind of shit. But it's like, I don't know if there was a whole ass speech for it. Also, I will just take an aside. The remake of Clash of the Titans was just awful. It was just terrible. Does anyone have an opinion on this? Because that movie was just awful. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was about it. It was just awful. Like the CGI on it was awful. Like the story was only decent because it was basically just like the original. That's the one that Davy Jones says, okay. And yeah, Inhumans are like that. It surely has some evolutionary purpose, but for the most part it's obsolete now. Or perhaps it's an error in the processor. Oh, bro, I don't watch enough movies to know. What is Clash of the Titans? Oh, God. I'm going to have to educate you all. Y'all are going to be learning today. Like Clash. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Come on. You guys suck. You've never seen Clash of the Titans. Neither the original or the remake. Oh, you'll suck. I'm banning you off from my channel. I'm kidding. But no, it's a fantastic movie. It's like the story of I think it's Perseus. I believe it's Perseus. I haven't watched the movie in a while. Of him going to. He's like tasked by the gods to essentially. He's tasked to go get a way to kill the Kraken. Because, Poseidon is going to release the Kraken any day now to destroy the land of Argos. Yeah, but Whiskers, which one did you watch? Did you watch the original or did you watch the remake? Wait, is it that movie about Titans waking up and that guy goes killing them in Greece? No, I don't think it is. So, yeah, I knew it was Perseus. Also, apparently no one can spell it in the chat. I live under a rock and 8 moss and dig tunnels, so in fact I am a millipede. He's like 2 feet long. You watched the 2010 version. That was the version I was talking about being just kind of just bad. Like it really, like, don't get me wrong, the old version wasn't exactly amazing. Wasn't exactly the best movie going. But it was like leagues above the 2010 version. It's like though it's plus it had that you know the old charm of like the stop motion. I think stop motion. The stop motion like animation for the monsters. It just had a certain charm to it. It's like the Sinbad movies. Those are the old Sinbad movies. Them things was they were wild. Either very small or arthroplura size. It was kind of poorly done for what he'd have at the time. Yeah, that's what I'm on about. It just could have been better. You had to go with both the extremes, didn't you? Doesn't he kill Medusa to change a big monster into stone? Yes, that's the point. As I said, he was sent out to find a way to kill the Kraken, but the Kraken is unkillable. Nothing can kill it. So he asks the oracles about it. He asks them how do we kill the Kraken? They say it can't be killed. It's impossible. And then they do actually find a way to do it, and they say you need Medusa to do it. But obviously Medusa isn't exactly willing to do so. So they cut her head off. The thing still works of her, if she looks at you, you turn to stone. And so they aim it at the big man, and he turns to stone and he's dead. I've just kind of like ruined the whole movie for everyone. Sinbad, you mean the animated movie where they go to the edge of the world? Yes, the oracles only had one eye. They each none of them had any eyes. They all shared one eye, and that eye could see the future. The Sinbad, they mean the animated movie where they go to the edge of the world. Now, I'm referring to some like quite old, the older movies where they were live action, but they had like a stop motion animation for the monsters. Like, for example, there was a really cool fight between I can't remember if it was a Cyclops or something like that. It had like fucking hooves and it had a horn and it was fucking massive. But I can't remember if it was a fucking Cyclops or not. And it fought a giant tiger. It was awesome. We're referring to the extreme arthroplura 8-foot centipedes. Jesus Christ. Yes, Panzer, you'll defeat the Kraken. Go on then. I'd see that as a challenge run. Well, I'd watch that. Could no hit the Kraken. What's yours? I'm gonna sort of like get some thoughts on this. What's yours thoughts on either 2 o'clock? I think it's 2 o'clock Whiskers time, but it's 8 o'clock my time. Time slot for streams. Because I think it's more towards the afternoon at your sort of your sort of aim, the Americas and such. Well, Nino is actually from Europe, so he's in a similar time zone to myself, so it doesn't really affect him as much. And I know Slimes, you are from the Canada. From Canada, so the time zone will be slightly different. It can be some fucking vlog. A vlog for what? A vlog for you kicking the shit out of the Kraken? Just rolling up at the Kraken's door? Panda, you do know the Kraken lives underwater. You can't just roll up at his door, he's got to be released first. Got to think about that. I'm fucking 3 p.m. for me right now. Well, that is because so it is about 2 p.m. like starting time for peoples in America, depending on sort of which region you're in. But the yeah, I think it's a good slot. It doesn't really step on anyone's toes. I was really trying to avoid making the slot the same time as anyone else's. I really didn't want to get in the way of anyone. It's 4 p.m. for Slimes. Yeah, so it's similar. It's not far off. So about the afternoon for you guys. 15:59 to be precise here. Well, it's actually 9 o'clock here. It's 20:59 here. So it's almost 9 o'clock. Which kind of gives you a whole thing. I can buy a whole Kraken from the grocery store. What grocery store do you go to? What kind of grocery store are you frequenting? You really got to fucking you've got to cotton me onto which one you're getting. Because I might need to look into that if you can buy a whole ass Kraken. Whisker's neighbour confirmed. Yeah, Whiskers lives like right next to you. Lives next door. He's actually the neighbour who's been annoying you. He's been playing music all night. I'm gonna kick his head in. My afternoons are open from 2 to 3:20 on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays. Keep the music down in the evening, Whiskers. Bro, they sell giant squid at your grocery store. Grocery store of the Titans. No. Panda, can I borrow some sugar? Give him some sugar, Panda. Come on, hand over that sugar. Squid and octopus. They sell squid and octopus at your grocery store. That's a bit odd. Let's see. Y'all are just spamming in the chat. Let's see. Panda, I tried to wear headphones. Yeah, that's how I figured I'd make a joke. Whiskers, I'll leave the sugar outside. Just leave it outside. Just leave it outside your neighbour's door. No context. Too anxious people too anxious to let people hear my music taste. And hooray. Yes. Don't say where you're from. Like I've said where the basic places where people are from. Like for example, I said Nino's from Europe, but I never said where. I've said that y'all are from America. I've said that fucking like thing is from Slimes is from Canada, but I've never said exactly where. Like I'd rather not people start saying exactly where they're from. Like for example, I'm from England, but I'm not going to tell you exactly which village I live in, which fucking town I live in, which fucking city I live in. You don't need to know. Grocery store here has a butchery and a fish market. There's a large like supermarket near me called Tesco's, and the one near me does have a fishmonger's. I'm from Zimbabwe. What are you on about? To be perfectly honest, Nino, you would actually fit in with the Zimbabweans. Exactly. I'm not interested in even saying which state. That's what I mean. It's like you don't even say that's what I mean. If you want to say where you're from, just say the country. You don't have to say the like you don't have to say exactly what. I don't want that kind of stuff. I don't need to know. No one needs to know, and I don't want people doxing themselves. Slimes, you say you're from the province of Quebec. Now that's very unspecific. and that's mostly okay. As I said, it's mostly okay. I'm somewhat okay with that. Slimes, you are a bold one. Alright, I'll match you, Slimes. I live in the East Midlands. It's very unspecific. Why? Because I'm tall, handsome, and have a big... a big... Actually, no. Damn it, Nino. Damn it all, Nino. I can agree with the first two, but I think you're all right. How am I supposed to leave sugar outside your door if you don't dox yourself? No, Panda, don't encourage doxing in my chat. I know Andy from Colorado. I almost said something else there. Colorado. Just gotta hunt down his address now. I'm joking. He's not. He's not. Whiskers is a known is a known manhunter / assassin. And so as a result, fucking hell. This is why I gave him mod status. It's so he wouldn't hurt me. I mean, I would invite you all to a party if we lived close. That's fair enough. I'd probably do the same. If you all lived around near where I was, I'd probably invite you around for a nice sit down, a cup of tea, and we can watch a fucking movie. But I other than that, but it's like we don't live near each other, do we? Like obviously, you know, a good few of you are from the Americas. You know, Slimes is from Canada. Nino is from, you know, unspecific European country. Panda, I can't tell it publicly, but I cannot DM it to you, so just leave the sugar out. I know your location. No, you can't do that, Whiskers. You can't do that. You can't just say, I can't tell it publicly and I can't DM you. So just leave the sugar out. I know where you live, essentially. You can't just say that. You can't just say that. I don't want your fucking address. Oh, Paddy, did you write that? Did you write fecking just to make me say it? Go buy your own sugar. Well, it depends on what kind of sugar you've got. Like, if you've got like some decent sugar on yours, like oh, I'll have a spoonful. Put it in my tea. Yeah, that's the worst part is that I'm British, but I don't even actually drink tea. You are? Are you implying Panda is a location? Panda is actually not a person. She's a... Oh god, is that a fat joke? No! No! No. There's a revolt in the chat. It's your versus you are joke, yes. Oh god. Panda is less of a person and more of an idea. More of a concept. Also, Panda, I have you're not British. No, I've been outed. No. I'm sorry, Panda, if you took it that way. My bad. Panda, you promised sugar. I need it now. I started the experiment. What are you doing that needs sugar? What are you doing? you fucking... What are you doing that requires sugar? What are you doing that requires fucking pure sucrose? I need answers, Whiskers. I need answers, Whiskers, you bastards. You can't just drop that kind of shit in the chat and then just roll off. See, the reaction is going to blow if I don't get some... What are you doing? What are you doing? Got over that. Got over that fast. She's just like, nah, just like, oh no, slimes, you're fine. It's like, oh yeah, cheers, I'm off. Don't care anymore. Chemistry experiments. That still hasn't answered my question. Because that is so unspecific. Because a chemistry experiment could be almost anything. I literally need sucrose for it. I know, but what the fuck do you need sucrose for? I require answers, Whiskers. I require answers to this. At least it's not vanilla extract. No. No. Ink, I should ban you for that. I should ban you for bringing it up. Can't be fucking saying vanilla extract in my chat. Let me get a name. Fucking finally. Fucking bullied him enough until he's actually giving us some solid answers. Oh God, this whole stream has just gone off the rails. Oh, also, yeah, you may have noticed that I've streamed 4 times in 4 days. He's making the sugar bomb cereals. No. Sugar injections. But yes, as I said, I've streamed in so many days. It's mainly because I'm trying to get this shit right, and I had believed that I'd got it right, but apparently not. The music is fucking. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, do you? Oh, Ink, you don't you be taking that tone with me. Don't you be taking that tone with me. This is my channel. This is my channel. I won't have that kind of talk in my channel. Anyway, Nino, why didn't you ever talk to me like that? Might spice up the relationship. Just some acid-based dilution. I'm said dilution. Dilution experiments, and we need a ton of sugar for the students. I know what you're talking about, Ink. Well, the stream has somewhat succeeded in the sense of that it has become a place for people to hang out and chat, like a chat room, for example, just with a host, a chat room with a host. Honestly, can't really blow unless they're mixed, mix them. Oh wait, I got to go. Damn it, Whiskers, you bastard! Can't just leave me high and dry. What is it? Slimes wants to know what the fuck Panda and Ink are on about. No, because you do most of the shit talking. What are you on about? What are you on about? I do nothing but say nice things. Well, bye, Whiskers, you bastard. You fucking leaving me high and dry. The flavouring come from... The extract I'm talking about is the Tumblr joke where they had polls and someone did one asking the people what to choose to add to a cake, and literally everyone chose vanilla extract. God damn it. Vanilla extract does nothing for a cake. My professor lacks mercy for attendance. Well, get a better professor. Clearly, you're in some sort of abusive relationship with your professor. Maybe it's best if I don't tell you guys where it can come from. I'm curious now. Ink, why did you just type out beaver? I need answers now. I have given Panda and whomever else the green light to just say whatever the fuck you like. Just say it. Just beaver. Oh no, 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 no. Fucking my damn curiosity. Fuck it. At this point, the only rule is don't be a dick. Just you can say whatever you like. Just type whatever you like. I genuinely don't care. Castorium. Rium? Oh, fucking... I'm terrible at pronunciation. The fucking... what's it called? Is it similar to what's it called? There's a name for that. There's a name for a stuff that they take from whale vomit and that they put in fucking perfume. Ambergris. That's the one. The FDA regards castorium as natural flavouring. Yes, all natural flavouring. Good direct from the beaver's butt. Beavers secrete a chemical for territory marking from a gland near their butt. It smells like vanilla. Oh, Jesus Christ. People are fucking disgusting. Like fuck. To be perfectly honest, I do love beavers. Someone's going to clip that now, and yeah, it's ambergris. The chat might be slightly delayed a little bit. But anyway, I have put it on the low latency. Anyway. But yes, the... yeah, I love beavers. As I said, you're gonna be able to just take that. But to be perfectly honest, you could take that from anything, Panda. You could say, like, who saw this animal and decided that we wanted to do that with it? You know, who was the first fucking genius that decided they wanted to milk a cow? They just saw some. They just saw like some udders and just went, oh, I'm gonna pull on them. Slimes. Wait. So as long as we're not a dick, we can say anything. Yeah, pretty much. I genuinely don't care. I will be the one who determines if you're being a dick. But other than that, yeah, go for it. Go butt potato aurora borealis. Let's see. So, probably someone was skinning and butchering a beaver and went, "Hey, what the fuck is this goop? What's this? Why does it smell good?" What were we talking about? I forgot. I've forgotten the entirety of what the point of this stream was in the first place. The whole point of this, I think the whole point, I started off by talking about fucking Harry Potter. Who saw bat turds and was like, mascara? No! 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 I wiped that on my eyelashes. No! I'm so glad I don't wear mascara. I'm glad I don't wear mascara, because fucking hell. This has just become an expose on the sick shit that people do. And so, like everyone that's in here is now just gonna be like, like whenever they see fucking anything now, they're gonna be so paranoid. about doing anything. It was like, what animal, like what disgusting part of an animal did this come from? You know what, I'm going to make it a somewhat regular segment on the, oh, fuck you, Panda. British man's first top stream topic is Harry Potter. You fucking, well, you are right. It is. I only brought it up because it's somewhat topical. And I thought it'd be an interesting point of conversation, but apparently not, because we almost immediately moved over into the most dumbest shit possible. You're just bullying me. You're just bullying me because I bully you in your your streams. See, this is all coming back to me now. This is all the shit I've ever done is now coming back. All the gaslighting, all the bullying, all the various tricks and things are all just coming back to haunt me now. Oh god. You know, I should have really not, like, invited anyone that I knew over onto this channel. Because I knew for the fact that this was probably going to end up happening. But yes, I'm going to make this a somewhat regular segment, at least while Ink is hanging around, is that I'm going to ask Ink for a bug fact of the day. So, Ink, take it away. What is your bug fact of the day? Anyway, Panda, I already do stuff for you. I've already paid I've already paid toll. I've already, you know, I've already had my penance for bullying you. No need to bring it up on me now. But I think ending with the Ink bug fact of the day should be probably a good one. If you know, Ink ever comes through on that. I think it's a good time to sort of wind down. This better be good. Bug fact: plant hoppers produce waxy tails for their defense. That's quite interesting. That is quite interesting. I see. That was a good bug fact to end on. I think anyway. And so I think I shall be winding it down. They range from fibre optic peacock tail shaped to chaotic messes of scraped wax. As I said, that's very interesting, and I think it is a good sort of segment to call upon. You know, at least anytime sort of Ink's hanging around in the chat. You've got a bug fact? Oh, go on then. We're sharing bug facts. Go for it, Panda. Some of them make so much wax that they cease to appear being bug-shaped. White waxy tails can be as big as them. Wait, you all knew this and you didn't tell me? I feel persecuted against. Come on, Panda. Come on. Whee! Zer of the Corner has subscribed. He's poured himself a pint. Bugfax Pog, yes. You just wanted to make me say Pog, didn't you? Spiders have 8 legs. Damn it, Panda. Damn it, Panda. I'm banning you now for that. Um, you know what? I'm going to build on Panda's one. Is that scorpions also have 8 legs too, because they are part of the arachnid family as well. You know, I'm going to take Panda's one. I'm going to build on that. But Panda, if you bring in, if you bring in bug facts, you better bring good ones. I'm not going to stand for this shit. But as I said, I'm going to wind down the day. I thank you all for coming. As I've said, um, I've said this before. I'm not going to ask for subscriptions. I'm not going to ask for likes.